guys, it's Kristen from Chris Babe Escape, and today we are going to be talking about the Crown 3. Ooh. Probably can't see it. And I have it paired with the Sigilli Chaos Spectrum. Chaos Spectrum. I always forget. But I have it with this bright neon colored rainbow skin. And I'm going to put a link to that in the description because it's pretty freaking phenomenal. And I actually got it off eBay, but they have their own website. So I'll link that. So we're going to do a up close. I'll show you the tank. I'll show you what comes in the box. And then I will let you know my review. So keep on watching. Here's the Crown 3 by Uwell. And here's a look at the packaging. It comes with a seal around it, but I've already opened this. You can read what comes inside. The 0.25 ohm coil comes pre-installed. Then you get an extra 0.5 coil, extra rubber O-rings, user manual, Crown 3 key, drip tip cover, all that stuff. Okay, so let's open this up. So here's the tank. I've already used it. Let's just say that now. Here is the extra coil head, and this is the 0.5. The 0.25 comes already pre-installed. And then, okay, put that back. Then you get an extra quartz glass tank. Then inside, this is already open, you have your crown key, and I'll show you what that's for. It's pretty cool. Leave that out. You have an extra or a drip tip cover. So this just goes on like this, and it's to keep the dust out. It says to close your airflow off and put the dust cap on to keep it from getting all dusty. Then you have your extra O-rings, and then your user manual and a warning card. Here's the tank. It's pretty cool. A little crown in there, the Uwell. It's a really clean looking tank. It has a little min line. The drip tip is removable. This drip tip comes with it, and I think it's pretty cool looking. I think it matches the color scheme pretty well. So this comes off, and as you can see, there is juice everywhere. That's one thing that I really don't like about this, but you take this little key and you can put it in here. There's a little lock over here and an unlock over here. You put this key in and you twist it this way to lock, twist it this way to unlock. It's reverse threaded, so that's how that is. Now, let me wipe this off because this really drives me nuts. I hate having juice everywhere. See, that really bothers me. It doesn't leak on the outside. I mean, except for the bottom. The bottom does leak a little bit. I'll show you my mod. Okay, so that will take the whole tank apart. I'm not going to do that because I do have juice inside. So then you take off the bottom, and I do have a little juice in the bottom. It does, there's so much like moisture in it that it just goes everywhere. So as you can see, it looks like there's no juice in there right now because there's more room in the bottom. So you can pop the coil out, and this is what the coil looks like. As you can see, there's juice in there, just juice everywhere. I'm going to dry this up before I put this back together because it's a little ridiculous. So a little bit of juice there. Oh well. I dried it up a little bit. I mean, it is a very, I mean, I want to call it a leaky tank. It's not super leaky, but it does have some issues. So put this back on. It has these little notches in there that catch onto the coil, and it'll do it by itself. So all you have to do is thread it on, and sorry, bump my camera. It's done. And we're back. Okay, So we went over the tank. Now, here's my issues, okay? I like the design of the tank. I think it's a great design. It looks so sleek. It looks really nice. You have that little min line right there, let you know what's going on. Looks really good. Now, my problem with it is I don't like that it leaks underneath. Like, I've had this on for probably 5 minutes and you can see it already has leaking. I mean, I know all tanks have some form of that, but that really frustrates me, especially because I've been using, you know, skins on my mods, and what makes a skin peel off? Oil. Okay, so there's that aspect of it. Then there's this leaking aspect of it, which really makes me mad. All that, oh, it drives me nuts every time I go to fill it. And I dry it out and wipe it off every single time, and every time I go back in, leaking. Which, it doesn't leak out the sides when you screw the cap back on, but it's still the fact of the matter. Then, I do get spit back. I don't know if anybody watching has this tank, but I get spit back. It's actually burned my tongue. It seems to be like, after you fill it, you get a lot of spit back, and I usually, whenever I fill it, I do close off the airflow, which some tanks you don't have to do that. This one, I do it just because I've gotten spit back, and I still sometimes get spit back. So, then, this is the 80 to 90 watt coil inside, okay? 80 watts is not very flavorful. I mean, it's flavorful, but it's not as good as 90 watts. I feel like it's a little underrated, and I know that they have some history in the past with, you know, bad products, like bad coils and stuff, so I feel like they kind of underrated it so that people wouldn't be stupid with them. I mean, that's all I can think of. But I think you could probably do a solid 120 with it. I'm not going to do that because I'd like my coils to last longer, but 90 watts for me is like a perfect, happy medium. You get good flavor, you get good cloud production, and you do get more flavor and more cloud production than 80 watts. So if you go up to 100, it starts to get a little too warm for me. I don't particularly like super warm vapes. I don't really like to vape higher wattage either. About 90 is like my max. Like, I usually, when I vape on the Smock, the T8 coils, I do like 75. When I'm the X4, it's like 55 watts. So that's kind of my range. 90 I can do, it's just not my favorite, but for this tank it's not bad. The only, not the only problem. Another problem is that the tank gets really warm really quickly. Like, it's starting to warm already, and I've only vaped it maybe 4 times, and it's already starting to get warm to the touch. If you do much more, it does get hot. Like, it will get hot. I like the style of the tank. I like the flavor. I like the cloud production. I just don't like the leaking. It's a big issue for me. Very big issue for me. Because I carry mine in my pocket, so if it leaks, not a good look. I like that they have a matching drip tip that comes with it. I think the colors, especially for their rainbow tank, are really, really good together. So that's cool. I think it looks really neat. I'm really looking forward to using the 0.5 coil though. Like, this one I feel like is gonna last a good bit. So it's gonna be a while till I use that, but really good flavor and really good juice. I love my Berry Lush. Really good tank, has some flaws, but I mean, all tanks kind of have a flaw. I don't think there is a perfect tank. The Big Baby Beast, the coils, the way the coils are set up, I get them stuck inside the tank a lot. Like you have to pop the glass off then to get the coil out. And then their threading is not always great on theirs, especially with their coil and base. Their top push, like their top fill on the Big Baby Beast it's a good idea and it works usually pretty well, but some tanks I have, like my rainbow tank, actually popped open and leaked all through my pocket. So there are some flaws with that. I particularly like that this is just a screw-on cap. I like that there's a screw that holds it all together and keeps the pressure inside. I like that. They just got to do something about the leaking. Got to do something about it. And I know that they have a new tank, but it's a higher wattage. It's even higher wattage than this. So I'm kind of, that's why I went with this one. I really do like their products. I like their tank. They just, like, it's hot now. It really is. It's hot now. I love vaping. I love it so much. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this. Sorry if I rambled. I have issues. But thank you sincerely for watching this video. I really do appreciate anybody who watches my videos, anybody who comments, anybody who likes, anything. Subscribes. I love you all. I really do appreciate it. So thank you really for watching this video. If you want to, please like and subscribe. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to hunt you down and say you have to do it. But I really do appreciate it. So thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.